Swung on, missed, the inning over. But Beloit puts on the first run.
First, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on.
Bottom of the first coming up. We'll break down the lineup and starting pitcher next.
Left fielder Lucas Reynolds.
Bottom of the first inning, Beloit already up 1-0. The opening lineup for St. Norbert will be as follows. Lucas Reynolds in left, Jack Mastrick in right, Ben Cole at short, Max Van Boxel, the DH, Griffin Jack, the third baseman, Brett Reinhardt, the second baseman, Peyton Jack, the first baseman, Connor Yackel behind the plate, Sean Ferraro in center. Not only is this senior day for the Green Knights, but they're wearing their pink-themed uniforms for breast cancer awareness. Starting pitcher this evening for the Beloit Buccaneers, Justin Kopech, who is in a 2-1 count against Lucas Reynolds. Kopech, this is his 7th appearance. He has started all of them, a 1-1 record, and a 4.60 ERA. Reynolds gets a hold of this one, sends it down to right field, but it's foul. Kopech has struck out 18 and walked 9 in 31 1/3 innings this season. Justin Kopech. Ground ball, shortstop. Thrown on to first in time. Nice play over there by Ferrone.
Right fielder Jack Mastrick.
I can't imagine for Justin Kopech that there's any relation to Michael Kopech, the young pitcher for the Chicago White Sox. I can't guarantee anything, but I can't imagine that there would be a connection there. Jack Mastrick, the right fielder for St. Norbert, takes ball 1 outside. Mastrick takes ball 2. Coming into this doubleheader, he is the team leader in batting average, as well as home runs and doubles. Batting .382, 3 home runs, 8 doubles. Also the leader in RBI with 21. He slices one to second base. Play is made, thrown on to first, but not in time. Mastrick was running it out.
Shortstop Ben Cole.
That'll bring up Ben Cole. Left-handed hitting freshman shortstop. That will be ruled a error. E4 if you're scoring at home. Check on Maastricht at first. Maastricht, not the most stolen base threat. We said that in game one. Just one steal. His only attempt. He capitalized on it, and he gets checked on again. Ben Cole. 2-run home run in game one. Deep to right center field that came. Another check on Maastricht. Kopech is thinking about him. Cole's second home run of the season, that was. As well as RBI's 19 and 20. First pitch of this at-bat. Will be in there, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. It's going to be sliced on the left field line. This will be in foul territory. The catch will be made, but in the bullpen. So therefore, it will be ruled out of play. Just mark it a strike on Cole. Count moves to 0-2. 1 out, Maastricht at first. Max Van Boxel on deck. Cole pops one up, foul territory and out of play. Still the same umpires as game one, they just switched positions. Gary Kalkoff is now behind the dish. Garrett Griffin moves into the field. Still 0-2 on Ben Cole. Here it comes from Kopech. This one's going to be hitting the gap. It's going to go to the wall. Maastricht will be held up at third. It'll be a double for Cole. And 2 runners in scoring position with just 1 out for Max Van Boxel.
Designated hitter Max Van Boxel.
Can't imagine they'd be too fine to him. The spot open at first, but Griffin Jack, the senior third baseman on deck, so no break in this lineup right now. Van Boxel was the first baseman in game one. He moves to the DH position as Peyton Jack takes over at first base. Maastricht at third, Cole at second. The first pitch is low. 1-0 to Van Boxel. Van Boxel does have a triple on the year. 19 runs batted in, looking to extend it. He takes ball 2 low, and it's 2-0. Defense is straight away. Pitch inside, 3-0. I can't imagine Van Boxel would be swinging at this next one. Kopech now having to work in his bottom half of the first inning. 3-0 in there. Strike one to Van Boxel. The 3-1 in there, strike two. Van Boxel maybe not expecting him to come with a fastball. But full count, only 1 out. Griffin Jack on deck. The full count pitch. In the dirt, it's a walk. And bases will be loaded for the senior third baseman.
Third baseman Griffin Jack.
playing in his last game here at Alstine Field at St. Norbert College. One of 3 other brothers, 4 total. All have played baseball here at St. Norbert at some point. First pitch, grounded to third. Nice stop there. Throw to second in time. Throw to first, not in time. And this game will be tied.
Second baseman, Brett Reinhardt.
Nice diving stop over there by James Wicker at third to stop it from going to the outfield and at least getting 1 out. Now they're going to have runners on the corners with 2 outs for Brett Reinhardt. Not an earned run for Kopech. Wasn't an error in this inning. Check on Griffin at first. Griffin has the 2nd most stolen bases on the team. He is 6 of 7 this season. Another check on him over at first. Griffin's brother Peyton is on deck for the Green Knights if Reinhardt were able to get on. First delivery is high and away. Ball 1. Jack delayed steal. He's going to get there. And just like that, wow, a double steal works to perfection. Ben Cole comes in as the catcher Balholm threw down to second to try and get Jack, but no one was really there because it was a delayed steal. The Green Knights take a 2-1 lead. An opportunity for more. Griffin Jack at second with 2 outs. Brett Reinhardt in a 2-0 count. Quick check of him over at second. Defense is straight away for the most part. Will be taken for a strike 2-1 on Reinhardt. The junior second baseman can also play shortstop as well as third base if you need him to. 2-1 swung on, missed. Big hack at that one, and Reinhardt wants a second chance at it. 2-2, 2 outs. He's down to his last strike of this at-bat. Here it comes. Lined in the left field. That's deep. It's going to bring... Wow, that was hit farther than I thought it was. Schmidt made the catch way out on the warning track. Ball carried.
St. Norbert in the first 2 runs on 1 hit. There were 2 Beloit errors and 1 runner left on.
Either way, St. Norbert scores 2. They now have the lead. Top of the second coming up.
Designated hitter, Mitch Campbell.
DH, Mitch Campbell, followed by Drew Freitag and Bryce Call. Anybody gets on the top of the order will come up with Nick Schmidt. Campbell in game one had 2 solo home runs, his first 2 of the season. Helped provide a 4-2 victory for Beloit in that game. His first offering is outside, 1-0. Beloit scored a run in the first, and a bases-loaded balk from Klavikowski. Campbell pops one up first base side. Peyton Jack is there. He'll make the catch in front of the dugout, and the first out is retired.
First baseman, Drew Freitag.
Then St. Norbert came back in the bottom of the first and scored 2 runs. One of them came on a double steal from Griffin Jack moving to second, and then Ben Cole coming home. The 1-out first pitch delivery in there for strike 1. Oh, 1 inside, 1-1. Drew Freitag did not play in game 1. Takes over at first for this game. And he grounds one to short. Ben Cole has to range to his left, makes a play on it. Nice throw. And out number 2 is away.
Right fielder, Bryce Call.
Bryce Call, the bottom of the order, right fielder. With 2 outs. Klavikowski maybe settling down a bit after that first inning where he had to work. His first delivery is out of the strike zone, 1-0. Ball 2 being delivered. Nice hard fastball in there for strike 1. 2-1 the count on the Buccaneer right fielder. Still a good crowd on hand for the breast cancer awareness game for the baseball team. Griffin Jack, the play at third, throwing on to first. A 3-up, 3-down inning for Klavikowski.
3 down for Beloit in the second.
We're going to move to the bottom of the second. St. Norbert still leads 2-1.
First baseman, Peyton Jack.
Bottom 3 in the order for St. Norbert, due up in this bottom half of the second inning. Peyton Jack, the first baseman, Connor Yackel behind the plate, and then Sean Ferraro. Anybody gets on, it'll be Lucas Reynolds. Jack lifts one foul and out of play to start the at-bat. did not play in game 1, but is ready to go here. And he will take the 0-1 pitch off of his arm, and he gets first base.
Catcher, Connor Yackel.
So bring up senior catcher Connor Yackel with the chin flap on his helmet. We're going to get a little stoppage of play here. Maybe pondering if Peyton leaned into it, but it was high and tight. He had the right to wear it. Connor Yackel playing in his last game, as well as 4 other seniors here for St. Norbert at home, at least. First delivery from Connor Yackel. For Connor Yackel. Excuse me. Taken outside. 1-0. Kopech. Still working here. Second inning. 1-0 delivery. Yackel shows bunt, pulls back, takes a strike. Count evens at 1-1. Yackel, above average bunter. One pitch, he shows again, pulls back for a ball. Quick check on Jack over at first, and he's back safe. Shows bunt again. Gets it down the first base line. It'll go foul. Count will even at 2-2. Good bunt, just a little bit too hard in that direction. Unable to keep it fair. Two to Yackel. Fouls it back into the net. We'll do it again. Two. Taken for a called strike 3. That'll be the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, Sean Ferraro.
Sean Ferraro coming into this doubleheader was batting 182. 20 runs batted in off of 1 home run. That 1 home run was a grand slam that came here at home. 2 doubles as well. Slugging percentage of .247. His first delivery. It's going to be lined down the first base line and out of play, foul. Peyton Jack started this inning being hit by a pitch. Connor Yackel just struck out, and with 1 out, Sean Ferraro is in a 0-1 count. Top of the order is due up next, and Lucas Reynolds. The 0-1. Fouled back again, 0-2. Ferraro in a hole early. The 0-2. outside, and he buys another pitch. Mike Rawlick giving the signs over at third base. Head coach, interim head coach for St. Norbert. 1-2 is sliced foul again. Wallerick was an assistant here for about a decade after playing here and graduating here. A lot of St. Norbert ties for him. Has stayed local as Ferraro takes ball 2. Two. High, count runs full. Peyton Jack on the season over at first base. Just 1 steal of 2 attempts. I wouldn't expect him to run here with a full count and 1 out. Here it comes. Lined into the gap in left field. Jack is going to stay at second. And it'll be a single for Sean Ferraro.
Left fielder Lucas Reynolds.
Top of the order up now. That was the second hit of the day for St. Norbert. Reynolds in this ball game, 0 for 1. He grounded out to start the game for the bottom half of the first. His first offering, he's going to show bunt, get it down the third baseline foul. Just 1 out. Reynolds can fly, leads the team in stolen bases. So if he gets a good one down, it's not a guarantee that he would be thrown out at first. 0-1 in there for strike 2. Maybe a cutter. That ball had some movement to it. Defense is straight away for the left-handed left fielder. This one just outside. 1-2. The 1-2. Going to be popped foul and out of play. Heads up over there. Ball was able to steer clear of everybody. We'll do the 1-2 again for Reynolds. Here it comes from Kopech. Swung on, missed. Second out is recorded.
Right fielder Jack Mostrick.
So runners on first and second, now 2 away in this bottom half of the second inning. St. Norbert still up 2-1. Jack Mastrick takes over. Mastrick reached on an error by the second baseman in the first inning. And he will drive one into the gap. This ball is deep, and it's going to one-hop off the wall. This is going to drive in 2. A 2 RBI double from Jack Mastrick. And it's 4-1 St. Norbert. Mastrick. Mastrick jumping all over Kopech.
Shortstop Ben Cole.
Is the first pitch of the at-bat. And this ball from Cole is going to be hit into left field. Center fielder Davis is under it, and the side is retired.
Senior run in the second, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on.
RBIs number 22 and 23 for Maastricht. Make it a 4-1 ball game. Top of the third coming up next.
Everybody's trying to be famous, and I'm just trying to find a place to hide.
Left fielder Nick Schmidt.
Tony Giordano bringing you this action from St. Norbert College. St. Norbert just took a 4-1 lead off the bat of Jack Maastricht. We're in the top of the third inning. Nick Klabakowski still on the mound for the Green Knights. He delivers strike 1. This is Nick Schmidt, the top of the order for Beloit. It'll be Schmidt, Garrison Ferrone, and Jalen Davis. Anybody gets on, Ethan Conley. The 1-1. It's going to be popped into foul territory down the first base line. Peyton Jack is there, and he won't be able to make the play. Count moves to 1-2. Tough play moving down that right field line for a first baseman. Another life for Nick Schmidt. Schmidt 0 for 1 in this ball game. He flew out to start the game. The 1-2. A little hesitation from Klabakowski, and he got him. Wow. Double pumped his leg kick.
Shortstop Garrison Ferrone.
And delivered strike 3 to Schmidt. Good move by Klabakowski. That's a veteran move for the junior. So one is retired for Garrison Ferrone. He was walked in his first plate appearance, later came around to score the lone run for Beloit so far, and he takes ball 1 high and inside. And he started off 1-0. A 1-0 in there for strike 1. This is what Klabakowski does. He works with tempo. Gets the ball right back. Steps right back on the mound and delivers the next pitch. He gets Ferrone to swing and foul one away, and it's 1-2. Klabakowski from the windup. Delivers one high and away. Count runs even at 2-2. The 2-2, just a bit outside, and count will run full. Ferrone will step out, ask for time. The full count pitch. They're going to check if he swung. They say he did. Tag is applied. Out is recorded. 2 are away in this third inning.
Center fielder Jalen Davis.
Strikeout number 3 for Nick Klavikowski. That'll bring up speedy Jalen Davis. I say speedy because he is 8 for 10 on stolen base attempts this season. He has delivered strike 1. This is game number 23 for him. He started all of them. 3 triples, 4 doubles on the year, and 12 batted in. Count is 1-1 on the center fielder. And he fouls one away. He's in the hole, 1-2. He grounds one to second. Brett Reinhardt, the scoop, the throw in time.
3 up, 3 down for Beloit in the third.
Side is retired. Bottom of the third coming up next.
Designated hitter Max Van Boxel.
4, 5, and 6 due up for St. Norbert. Max Van Boxel, Griffin Jack, and Brett Reinhardt. Anybody gets on, Peyton Jack. Bless you. Just about allergy season here in Wisconsin. First delivery to Van Boxel is outside, 1-0. Max got walked in his first plate appearance. That was to load the bases. And he will send one deep to left, but Schmidt is there on the warning track.
Third baseman Griffin Jack.
One is retired. Griffin Jack is up. Wind has died down a bit here at St. Norbert College. Jack grounds one back to the pitcher. Play is made, and the second out is quickly retired.
Second baseman Brett Reinhardt.
Still not a cloud in the sky here in De Pere, Wisconsin. Beautiful weather. 62 degrees. The second baseman, Brett Reinhardt, 0 for 1 in this game. Reinhardt flew out a little bit earlier. Reinhardt early in a 2-0 count. He takes ball 3. Four-pitch walk for Brett Reinhardt. That'll bring up Peyton Jack.
First baseman Peyton Jack.
Check on Reinhardt at first. Reinhardt on the season. 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts. Peyton Jack got hit by a pitch to start last inning. He later came around to score. His first offerings rounded to third. Play made there. He chooses to go to second. And the side is retired.
St. Norbert third.
Coming up next, St. Norbert still leads 4-1.
Second baseman Ethan Conley.
Nick Klavakowski back out for his 4th inning of work. A 4-1 St. Norbert lead. First offerings inside. 1-0. This inning for Beloit. Single up the middle for Ethan Conley. As I was saying, due up for Beloit this inning.
Third baseman James Wicker.
After the single from Ethan Conley, James Ricker, Bronson Balholm, and then Mitch Campbell. That single from Conley, only the second hit of the day for Beloit. And we have a base runner with nobody out. First pitch of this plate appearance is outside, 1-0. The 1-0. Outside. Again, 2-0. April 20th, 2019. Could not be a more beautiful day for an April in Wisconsin. 2-0 from Klavakowski from the stretch. Inside, nearly hit him, 3-0. Taken for a strike. For those of you who do not know, there's a train track out beyond left field. Sometimes we'll get a train coming through in the middle of the game. Cool feature of this ballpark here at St. Norbert. Strike delivered from Klavakowski. Count runs full. Have not seen one yet today, though. The full count pitch from Klavakowski will be delayed after a check at first of Conley. Ground ball up the middle. Reinhardt flipped to Cole. Cole to first. In time, double play. There are 2 outs in this inning.
Catcher Bronson Balholm.
Balholm, the catcher, struck out in his first plate appearance. left-handed hitting catcher. First delivery, a bender, just missing the zone, 1-0. Delivery grounded through the hole almost. Reinhardt, nice play over there. And then Nick Klavikowski rushing over to make the play
Nobody left on for Beloit
at first.
in the fourth.
And that is the end of the top half of the fourth. Bottom half coming up next. St. Norbert still a 4-1 lead.
Catcher, Connor Yackel.
I told you I'm not crazy. There is a train out beyond left field. Connor Yackel will step in. 8-9-1. Due up in this inning for our on deck. Reynolds in the hole. Yackel takes ball one. Rounded up the middle. Base hit for Yackel. A hit on senior day for him.
Center fielder, Sean Ferraro.
That train looks like it's right beyond the wall. It's actually a couple yards past it. It's about 500 feet from home plate, maybe a little more. In case you're wondering if anybody's ever hit a ball out there. The answer is no. A solid no. Sean Ferraro steps in. He'll ground one foul. Check on Yackel at first. Nothing doing over there. The 0-1 to Ferraro. Inside, he had to peer away from it. Count evens at 1-1. I don't know if you can see the pink armband on Sean Ferraro. Breast Cancer Awareness Day, the pink themed uniforms for St. Norbert. Pop up to center field for Ferraro. Davis will make the catch. One away for the top of the order.
Left fielder, Lucas Reynolds.
Reynolds 0 for 2 in this ball game. He has struck out and grounded out as well. Yackel at first after the single. Lucas Reynolds showed bunt. Made contact, but it went foul. 0-1. Only one away, maybe Walwork trying to make this a scoring opportunity. Again, Reynolds is fast. He can fly. So if he gets a good one down, not a guarantee he'll be thrown out. He's going to lift one to the first base side, foul. That'll go out of play. Oh, and too early on the Green Knight left fielder. Oh, 2 just a bit low. 1-2 now. Reynolds the open batting stance. He's going to line one down the right field line, foul and out of play again. He'll stay alive and buy himself another pitch. Reynolds is going to hit one to left field. Coming in on it, making a diving play. Did he catch that? Yes, he did. Nick Schmidt with a diving catch out in left field, robbing Lucas Reynolds of a hit. 2 are retired.
Right fielder, Jack Maastricht.
So Maastricht earlier had a 2 RBI double into the left center gap. The first pitch of his at-bat jumped all over Kopech. Kopech still in this game, delivers ball 1. Kopech threw 3 2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, only 2 have been earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts as well. He has hit 1 batter and given up 2 doubles. He checks on Yackel at first. Had Maastricht way out in front. Another check of Yackel at first. Throwing him the off-speed selection is Kopech. Out in front again was Maastricht. 1-2 with 2 outs. This one's going to be in the gap again. And Yackel's going to move to third. This is going to be a single for Maastricht. And Jack has his second hit of the day.
Shortstop, Ben Cole.
And the lefty shortstop, Ben Cole, is due up with runners on the corners and 2 outs. If he were to get on, Max Van Boxel is on deck. First delivery from Kopech, grounded to first, and the side is retired.
Center of the 4th, no runs, 2 hits, 2 left on.
Top of the 5th coming up. St. Norbert still leads 4-1.
Designated hitter, Mitch Campbell.
Mitch Campbell, who had 2 solo home runs in the first game of this doubleheader, leads off this 5th inning. He's going to ground 1 to short. Ben Cole picks it cleanly, throws a seed over to first base, and the first out is retired.
First baseman Drew Freitag.
Drew Freitag will be followed by Bryce Call, and if either of these two get on, it'll be to the top of the order, Nick Schmidt. First delivery of this at-bat. Freitag will take strike 1, the first baseman. Grounded out in his first plate appearance. The 0-1 taken for a strike, and it's 0-2. Klavakowski working quickly. Too high into the backstop. One and two now. One, two. Base hit through the left side of the infield. Third hit of the day for Beloit.
Right fielder, Bryce Call.
Freitag's 12th hit of the season. And Call will pop one up to the first base side. Brett Reinhardt will make the catch. And 2 are down now for the top of the order.
Left fielder, Nick Schmidt.
Nick Schmidt, the open stance as well for him. Right-handed batter. Takes strike 1. Klavakowski, a check at first. Nothing doing over there. Drew Freitag over there at first base, the base runner. Freitag has not attempted a stolen base yet this season. Klavakowski just wants to make sure that he keeps him honest over there. The 1-1 from Klavakowski. Swung on, missed. 1 and 2. We hope you are enjoying your Easter weekend, wherever you may be. Beautiful weekend weather-wise to this point. Hopefully it continues for Easter. Swung on, foul tipped. And the at-bat will be extended. What better way to spend an Easter weekend than watching college baseball? Baseball in general, I mean, of course, but college baseball nonetheless. With beautiful weather, what more could you ask for? The 1-2 swung on, hit into right field. This is going to get down. It'll be a base hit. Freitag's going to move to third. This will be a long single for Schmidt.
Shortstop Garrison Ferone.
And we're going to get a little bit of a stoppage of play here. David DeGeorge wants to make sure that there wasn't interference. Well, that gets us to remind you that you are listening to this broadcast. Each game has been provided by SNC Radio, the official radio station of St. Norbert College, and some of the best sound in all of college radio. DeGeorge still pleading his case. Umpires for tonight's game, Garrett Griffin is out in the field. Behind the plate is Gary Kalkoff. DeGeorge still pleading his case. And it looks like we're going to get a pinch runner for Drew Freitag at third. And, you know, I kind of saw as he moved to third, as Klavikowski will take a couple warm-up throws, I kind of saw as he moved to third.
Pinch running at third base for Beloit number 11, Matthew Celentano.
Matthew Celentano, in case you didn't hear the pinch runner. I kind of saw Freitag was a little gimpy in his... You could see something grabbed him in his right leg. And he was still trying to stretch it out as DeGeorge was pleading for a interference case. And he must have informed DeGeorge, and so he made the switch. We'll see if that makes any difference here. First pitch of this at-bat is away. This is Garrison Ferone, the left-handed hitting shortstop for the Buccaneers. The 1-0 from Klavikowski is high. Count now runs to 2-0. Klavikowski in this game threw 4 2/3, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. And ball 3 is delivered as Nick Schmidt will take second base. So the 3-0 count here with 2 outs. And the 3-hitter Jalen Davis on deck. We'll see how Klavikowski manages this. Back-to-back left-handed hitters. The 3-0. Just outside, and he'll load the bases with 2 outs for Jalen Davis. Speedy center fielder for the Buccaneers.
Center fielder Jalen Davis.
Davis, in this game, 1 for 2. And he also stole a base as well. His first offering is going to be high. Count runs 1-0. Ball taken, 2-0. Klavikowski needs a strike here. He has to come to him. And this is going to bring Mike Walrick out of the dugout for a mound visit. Bullpen still quiet for St. Norbert. So this is just to give Klabakowski a breather. The outfield grass is coming back to life for St. Norbert. Still a bit brown from the winter, but less brown than it was about a week ago. Getting ever so greener. That's a real outfield. Real grass, real dirt in the outfield, then turf for the infield, the mound. The 2-0. Taken high, 3-0. Klabakowski. Can't imagine Davis will be swinging here. The 3-0 takes a strike, 3-1. Got to be careful here. 3-1 pitch. Don't want to groove one to Davis. He's got a big gap to work with in right center. He's going to pop one up in the outfield. This is what Klabakowski needed. Reynolds is there, and the side is retired. Long inning, but Klabakowski gets through it.
4 Beloit in the 5th. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 runners left on.
4-1, the St. Norbert lead. Bottom 5 coming up.
Defensive changes for Beloit, now playing second base. Matthew Celentano moving from second to first base. Ethan Conley leading off for St. Norbert. The designated hitter, Max Van Boxel.
4, 5, and 6 due up for St. Norbert in this inning. Van Boxel, followed by Jack and Reinhardt. Van Boxel starts this inning off with a line drive single to left field as his first hit of the ball game. 1 for 2 after he also walked. Now it's Griffin Jack.
Third baseman, Griffin Jack.
Jack in this game, 0 for 2, but does have an RBI. He's also stole a base as well. Looking to try and do some damage. He's going to send this one high in the air to left field. But under it is Schmidt. He'll make the play. And Jack is retired.
Second baseman, Brett Reinhardt.
That'll bring up Brett Reinhardt. Second baseman for the Green Knights, who is 0 for 1 in this ball game, but has walked. First delivery to Reinhardt is in the dirt. Nice stop behind the plate by Balholm. This is still Justin Kopech, trying to get through his 5th inning of work. 2 strikeouts today, as well as 2 walks in 4 1/3, 6 hits. 4 runs, only 2 have been earned. The 1-0 to Reinhardt. He hits this one deep in the air to right field. But under it is Bryce Call. And narrowly missing one was Brett Reinhardt.
First baseman, Peyton Jack.
Peyton Jack, the first baseman, now up. Peyton was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance, later came around to score. His first offering just a bit outside, 1-0. The 1-0 to Jack. Takes strike one, count evens at 1-1. Peyton was dealing with a little bit of a concussion issue through fall baseball. Able to recover and make his way onto the field for spring. He takes one outside again, and it's 2-1. The sophomore Peyton. Two one grounded third base side. Mike Walrick, third base coach, makes the play and gets the tip of the cap verbally from his dugout. Peyton is in a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Max Van Boxel, who started this inning with a single, followed by 2 straight flyouts, still at first. 2-2 swung on, missed. Top of the 6th, here we come.
St. Norbert in the 5th, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on.
4-1, still the St. Norbert lead.
First baseman, Ethan Conley.
Four, 5, and 6 due up for Beloit. Conley, Weicker, Bellholm. Anybody gets on, Campbell. Up the middle, base hit to start the inning on 1 pitch for Conley. His second hit of the evening.
Third baseman, James Wicker.
Wicker on the day, 0 for 1, but has walked. Grounded into a double play a few innings ago. Inside to Wicker. The closed footed stance of James Wicker, the third baseman. 1-0, grounded up the middle. Cole to Reinhardt to Jack. Second double play of the game. Both have come off the bat of Wicker. 2 outs quickly in this top half of the 6th.
Catcher, Bronson Bellholm.
Bellholm, 0 for 2 in this game, has struck out and grounded out as well. Coming into this doubleheader, Bellholm was batting .308 with 3 doubles. 18 batted in as well. He takes ball 1, and Klabakowski's eagerly back on the mound to deliver the 1-0 pitch, which is in there for strike 1. Count evens at 1-1. Crowd is thinning out little by little, so therefore there's more room for you if you would like to catch the last couple of innings of this ball game. 1-1 delivered high and away. 2-1. The 2-1. High and away. Hitters count for the left-handed hitting Balholm, the catcher. Balholm pops it up at home plate. Connor Yackel will give way to Griffin Jack, and he won't be able to make the catch. We're going to do this again. 3-2, 2 outs to Balholm. Three-two, 2 outs from Klabakowski. Rounded high bouncer to Reinhardt at second. Underhand flip at first. And the side is retired. Bottom half of the 6th coming up here at St. Norbert.
Beloit 6, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on. Catcher Connor Yackel.
Uh, 8-9-1 due up for St. Norbert in this bottom half of the 6th inning. Still a 4-1 lead. No one has crossed the plate since the bottom of the 2nd. Yackel's going to get drilled. And there is a leadoff base runner for the Green Knights. Second time Yackel's been aboard to start an inning. He singled to start an inning a couple innings ago. Then gets hit here. This is Sean Ferraro, the center fielder, senior center fielder. He's going to show bunt, pull back on a ball, 1-0. Don't forget this is senior day here for Green Knight baseball. Graduating 5 seniors. 2 of them you see on your screen now. Aiko's going to get checked on at first. Getting a bunt down is Ferraro. Tough throw, but nice scoop over at first base. That was Freitag.
Well, fielder Lucas Reynolds.
Top of the order now up. This being senior day, that means that this is the last home game in St. Norbert's schedule. They still do have a ways to go. Monday, they head to Beloit for 2. These two play again in Beloit. And we do have a pitching change. So we'll break down the rest of the schedule, the new pitcher, and close the book on the old pitcher when we come back. 4-1, St. Norbert the lead.
Now pitching for Beloit, number 24, Zachary Miller.
So as you probably heard, new pitcher is number 24, Zachary Miller. Left-handed specialist, I guess you could say, coming in for the lefty-heavy Green Knight lineup. 1 out, Connor Yackel at second. And Reynolds swings and misses at his first offering. This is Miller's 14th appearance. All have been relief appearances. He's 0-1 with a 5.79 earned run average. In 14 innings, he has struck out 6 and walked 5. He's going to check on Yackel over at second. Reynolds, then barring a double play, it'll be Jack Maastricht. The 1-1. Take a nice pitch from Miller. Dropped it right in. So once Yackel at second is taken care of, either scores or is out somehow, then we can officially close the book on Kopech. The 1-2 to Reynolds. Driven into center field. But Davis, good outfielder, able to make the catch.
Right fielder Jack Maastricht.
Connor Yackel will advance to third. So a runner 90 feet away from scoring with 2 outs for Jack Maastricht. Maastricht in this game has driven in 2 and has 2 hits. A single and then a 2 RBI double. The left field gap. He'll ground 1 to short. Picked cleanly, and he will be thrown out, so the inning is over.
St. Norbert in the 6th, no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on.
We'll give you final stats of Kopech's day. And the rest of the game coming up. Top half of the 7th.
Sneaking down your alley,
Designated hitter Mitch Campbell.
Mitch Campbell, Drew Freitag, and then Matthew Celentano, right? Celentano, but he's still in the game.
Yes, he's
Okay. So it will be Campbell Celentano after that. It'll be Call. The 0-1 from Klavikowski. Taken high, 1-1. So Justin Kopech delivered 5 1/3 innings for Beloit. 6 hits, 4 runs, only 2 were earned. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. As a line drive base hit off the bat of Campbell. So bring up Celentano.
Second baseman Matthew Celentano.
And we're going to get another pinch runner.
Pinch running for Beloit at first base, number 33, Tyler Asif.
So Asif will come in to run. First offering is high. St. Norbert has action in their bullpen. One 0 is inside. Two 0 now moves to 3-0 off the arm of Klavikowski. Brad Smuziak is in the bullpen for St. Norbert. Getting ready to come into this game. Klavikowski checks on Campbell at first. The 3-0, high, 4-pitch walk. Beloit maybe getting a little bit of a rally.
Right fielder Bryce Call.
And Mike Wawick is going to come out to the mound. Are we going to get a pitching change or just a mound visit? For now, it looks like it'll be a mound visit. So runners on first and second, still nobody out in this top half of the 7th. 4-1 the St. Norbert lead, and we will get a pitching change. Brad Smuziak coming in. We'll break it down coming up.
Now pitching for St. Norbert, number 7, Brad Smuziak.
New pitcher Brad Smuziak in his 7th appearance. He has 1 start, but a 1-2 record, an even 9 ERA in 12 innings. He has struck out 11 and walked 8. His first offering is going to be bunted. Good bunt. And being thrown out at first will be call.
Left fielder Nick Schmidt.
Nick Schmidt with the top of the order. 1 out, runners on 2nd and 3rd. Opportunity in this ball game for Beloit to try and get some momentum built. Schmidt's first offering. It's going to be grounded through the hole on the left side. 1 run is going to score. Runners will field and throw in quickly to keep it at that.
Shortstop Garrison Ferrone.
Now a 4-2 ball game. Runners on the corners. 1 out. This is going to be Garrison Ferrone, who is 0 for 1 in this ball game, but has scored after walking. He's actually been walked twice. Smuziak's first offering will be bunted. This is another good bunt. It'll get the job done, and the throw is going to be wild. Runner is going to move to 2nd and 3rd, and a run is going to score as well. And we're going to get a little stoppage of play here.
Shortstop Jalen Davis.
So with runners on 2nd and 3rd, Jalen Davis, the 3-hitter for Beloit. More action in the St. Norbert bullpen, in case Smuziak can't get out of it. His first offering to Davis. Going to be taken in for a strike. 0-1. 4th-place hitter Ethan Conley on deck. The 0-1. Taken low. Count evens at 1-1. Grounded up the middle. Reinhardt's going to get it and throw to first. We're going to be tied.
First baseman Ethan Conley.
Ethan Conley, who has homered in this doubleheader. It was game 1. Takes ball 1. Ball 2 will follow. 2-0 grounded to shortstop. Ben Cole picks it cleanly, throws the first. Pick is unable to be made by Jack, and the inning will continue. Beloit will take a 5-4 lead in this top half of the 7th.
Third baseman James Wicker.
First delivery in there to Wicker. That'll be a throwing error by Ben Cole, an unearned run. The 0-1 foul tipped. It'll move to 0-2. Smoziak has to try and get the Green Knights back in the offensive position. Trying to move it to the bottom half of this 7th inning. The 0-2. Grounded up the middle. Cole, a diving stop. He'll go to second to record the out. A 4-run inning for Beloit. They take the lead.
Beloit in the 7th, 4 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, 1 runner left on.
5-4. Now the Beloit lead. Bottom 7th coming up next.
Shortstop Ben Cole.
3, 4, and 5 to start off play in the bottom of the 7th for the Green Knights. Ben Cole, followed by Max Van Boxel and Griffin Jack. Cole swings through a fastball. This is still Miller for Beloit. He'll take ball 1 high. The final day totals for Nick Klavakowski. 6 innings pitched, 6 plus, 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them were earned. 4 walks, 3 strikeouts as well. Cole's going to pop one up to center field. Davis is under it. And the first out is recorded.
Designated hitter Max Van Boxel.
Van Boxel, 1 for 2 on the day, has walked. He'll take ball 1 again, or maybe strike 1. I didn't mean to mess up your scorebook at home if you're keeping track. The 0-1 pitch is fouled away, and it's 0-2 on the left-handed DH in game 2 here. Here comes the 0-2. Grounded to the first base side. Out number 2.
Third baseman Griffin Jack.
Jack 0 for 3 on the day, but does have an RBI. He's also stolen a base. Ball one delivered outside. One all taken for a strike. Count evens at 1-1. Zachary Miller, the relief lefty from the full windup. Delivers a bender just a bit high, and it's 2-1. Two one is away. We're now looking at 3-1. And Jack will take a walk.
Second baseman Brett Reinhardt.
Now we have a lefty-lefty matchup with the left-handed hitting second baseman of the Green Knights, Brett Reinhardt, coming to the plate. First offering, breaking ball in there to Reinhardt. All one taken for a strike, and is quickly 0-2 on Reinhardt. He has to battle now. Reinhardt on the day, 0 for 2. He has walked and flown out twice. The 0-2. Swung on, grounded back up the middle. Fielded and thrown out is Reinhardt. All right. Top of the 8th coming up.
To St. Norbert 7th, no runs, no hits, one left on. Catcher Bronson Bellholm.
Bellholm, Campbell, and then Celentano. Sam Hunt now doing the pitching for St. Norbert. Hunt pitched in game 1. He went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 earned, and 2 strikeouts. Gave up the second solo home run to Mitch Campbell. And he finds himself in a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss, 2-2. The final totals for Brad Smuziak: 1 total inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, no earned runs, however, no walks, and no strikeouts. 2-2 count is going to stay that way. Balholm will lift it behind second base. Brett Reinhardt will take charge and record out number 1 of this 8th inning.
Pinch hitting for Beloit, number 26, Austin De La Cruz.
Austin De La Cruz, the new pinch hitter. This will be logged as De La Cruz's 17th game overall, a .242 batting average. 8 runs batted in as well. He has a stolen base on the year as well, and he finds himself in a 1-1 count against Sam Hunt. 1-1 outside, mark this as Hunt's 12th appearance of the season. The 2-1. Rounded towards the third base side and foul. De La Cruz gets a piece of that one. Count still 2-2. The 2-2 from Hunt. Outside, count runs full. Three-two outside, and that's a walk to the pinch hitter De La Cruz.
Second baseman, Matthew Celentano.
Celentano now up for Beloit. Fun facts about De La Cruz: a freshman from Milani, Hawaii, coming from a long way from his hometown. First pitch is driven into right center field. Ferraro will give way to Maastricht. And there are 2 outs in this top half of the 8th inning.
Right fielder Bryce Call.
Bryce Call with 2 outs. If he were to get on, we'd switch over to the top of the order. The 0-1. Fouled away and out of play. 0-2. Breast Cancer Awareness Day for St. Norbert Baseball. Their pink-themed uniforms, the pink caps, as well as a touch of pink on their white and green jerseys. Senior Day as well for them. This is the last home game of the season on the schedule. Hall a strike away from sending it to the bottom of the 8th. And that'll be delayed with a check at first. One-two swung on and missed. The inning over.
For Beloit in the 8th, no runs, no hits, one left on.
And we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. St. Norbert needs some momentum. 5-4, Beloit lead.
Defensive changes for Beloit, now playing right field, number 10, Matt Crandall. Now pitching for Beloit, number 36, Jacob Sliger. Leading off for the Green Knights in the bottom of the 8th, first baseman Peyton Jack.
7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom half of the 8th inning for the Green Knights. Jack, Yackel, and Ferraro. Anybody gets on, Reynolds. In case you didn't hear, there is a new pitcher in this ballgame, Jacob Sliger. Peyton Jack will lead off with a single down the line in left field, and a leadoff base runner for St. Norbert. That'll bring up Connor Yackel.
Catcher Connor Yackel.
Jacob Sliger, sophomore out of San Jose, California. So far this season, this is Sliger's 4th appearance. He's started twice. A 3.24 earned run average in 8 1/3 innings. Has struck out 5 and walked 1. Opponents are batting .303 against him. Maybe a bunt is in order. Wouldn't surprise me. Third baseman Weicker is playing in. Nakel's a good bunter. He shows pull back on a strike. He's going to show pull back. And this is going to get past the catcher. And Jack's going to move up to second. So a runner in scoring position with nobody out for St. Norbert. The senior catcher is in a 1-1 count. The runner in scoring position and nobody out in the bottom of the 8th inning. A 5-4 deficit for St. Norbert. The 1-1. Bunt is shown again. Gets it down the first base line. Jack's going to be able to move up to third. And Yackel does his job. A sacrifice bunt. And now a runner is 90 feet away from scoring with just one out. And Sean Ferraro due up.
Center fielder, Sean Ferraro.
Ferraro coming into the doubleheader with 20 runs batted in on the season. Looking to extend that here. He's going to step out, take his time, make sure that he's ready for this at bat. First delivery in the dirt. To close the book on Zachary Miller, an inning and 2/3, one walk, and that's it. Solid day for the left-handed Zachary Miller. The 1-0 to Ferraro. A little bit of a hesitation from Sliger on his delivery. And Ferraro check swing, but either way it was a strike in the zone. Count moves to 1-1. One. In there, strike two. Ferraro in a 1-2 hole. Has to try to battle out of it. Try and tie this game. He asked for time. Ferraro with the eye black. The 1-2. Swung on, grounded to the third base side and foul. We'll do it again. Runner 90 feet away from scoring. One-two pitch from Sliger to Ferraro. Taken outside, 2-2. Big at-bat in this ball game. Infield is playing in. The 2-2. He's going to get away from the catcher. Peyton Jack's going to come home, and this game's going to be tied. Peyton Jack and the rest of the Green Knights doing a phenomenal job to tie this game. A single to lead off the inning. Advanced on a pass ball. Connor Yackel, perfect bunt to get Jack to third. And another pass ball. Ties the game at 5. Ferraro still in a full count. He takes one outside. That'll be ball 4.
First baseman or left fielder, Lucas Reynolds.
Lucas Reynolds. This is going to get a mound visit from Dave DeGeorge. That was about as quick as it gets. He's on his way back to the dugout already. Lucas Reynolds, who in this game 0 for 4, tough day with a strikeout. 2 flyouts and a ground out, looking to change that all here. Ferraro at first. 1 for 3 in stolen base attempts is Sean. Reynolds shows bunt, pulls back, Ball out of the zone, 1-0. The 1-0. Taken for a strike, 1-1. Check on Ferraro at first. He's back in time. Maastricht on deck. Two RBIs in this ball game for him. Another check on Ferraro. There have been 4 errors in this ball game, 2 for each team. And the 1-1 pitch to Lucas Reynolds. Shows bunt, pulls back, and it's 2-1. We do have action in the St. Norbert bullpen. Possibly getting in Carson Jakes. Very good junior pitcher for St. Norbert. 2-1 to Reynolds. Ferraro's going. Reynolds sends one deep in the gap to right center field, and that's going to leave the yard. My goodness.
2-run home run.
Lucas Reynolds gets all of that baseball. That ball was a dart. And just like that, St. Norbert recaptures the lead at 7-5. If you blink, you missed it. Wish we had the technology to tell the exit velo on that one. Either way, St. Norbert scores 3 in this inning, and they aren't done yet. 1 out with Jack Maastricht, and Ben Cole is on deck.
Right fielder, Jack Maastricht.
And we're going to get a pitching change. All right, 7-5, St. Norbert leads it in the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll bring it back to break down the new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for Beloit, number 12, David Harrison.
So this is going to be Jack Maastricht with nobody on and 1 out. David Harrison, the new pitcher for Beloit. First delivery is inside. Harrison's 13th appearance, all have been out of the bullpen. 2-2 record, a 5.56 ERA. He has 2 saves on the season. And in 11 1/3 innings, he has 4 walks and 6 strikeouts. Opponents are batting .318 off of him. Maastricht takes a 2-0 strike to move it to 2-1. Jacob Sliger, one third of an inning, 2 hits, 3 runs, all have been earned, and Maastricht sends one deep into the gap in left center field, and he's going to try and stretch this into a double, and he will get there in time. St. Norbert not taking their foot off the gas just yet.
Shortstop, Ben Cole.
St. Norbert recaptured the lead on a 2-run home run from Lucas Reynolds. His second home run of the season. RBIs 11 and 12 for him. And this is Ben Cole, who had a 2-run home run in game 1. Harrison a bluff move to second. First pitch to Cole in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch to Cole. Taken for strike 2. Interim head coach Mike Warwick challenging Cole to battle. And that's what he needs to do. Down early 0-2. And he'll send this one right to the first baseman. Line drive out. And the second out is recorded.
Designated hitter Max Van Boxel.
This will bring up Max Van Boxel, who was 1 for 3 in this ball game. Has also walked. The 1-0 to Van Boxel. Maastricht playing with Harrison at second, and Van Boxel will fly it to shallow right field. Catch is made.
In the St. Norbert 8th, 3 runs, 3 hits, no Beloit errors, 1 runner left on. To the 9th we go, 7-5. St. Norbert.
So, St. Norbert scores 3 in the bottom of the 8th to capture a 7-5 lead. Coming in to try and close the door. We'll be back after this.
Now pitching for St. Norbert, number 8, Carson Jakes.
Trying to close the door,
Left
Carson
fielder, Nick Schmidt.
Jakes in his 6th appearance. His second out of the bullpen, a 7.61 earned run average. in 23 2/3 innings, 9 strikeouts and 5 walks. Opponents are batting .296 off of him in his first delivery. It's going to be fouled away. Top of the order he has to go through for Beloit. Nick Schmidt, Garrison Ferrone, Jalen Davis, and then if anybody gets on, Ethan Conley. And just a 2-run lead to play with. Schmidt fouls away the second and is quickly down 0-2. Jakes, good fastball, high 80s. Good breaking ball as well. Takes pride in his slider. Could we see it? The 0-2. Fastball ground to the third baseman, Jack. He takes it on a hop. He'll throw to first. In time for out number 1.
Shortstop, Garrison Ferrone.
So 1 is retired now. Garrison Ferrone, the left-handed hitting shortstop, who was 1 for 2 on the day. 2 runs scored. 2 walks as well. Pitch in there, 0-1. Jake's the junior. And he will take a comebacker. Field it cleanly, flip on to first, and 2 outs are recorded quickly.
Center fielder, Jalen Davis.
Now the speedy center fielder for Beloit, Jalen Davis, the left-handed hitting center fielder. Beloit down to their last out. Davis's first delivery. Just slow, 1-0. Delivery. Grounded back to Jakes. This is going to do it. St. Norbert takes game 2.
3 up, 3 down for Beloit in the ninth. Final totals in game 2. St. Norbert 7 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, 9 runners left on. That's 2 errors. Winning pitcher was Sam Hunt. The losing pitcher was Jacob Sliger. The save to Carson Jakes. Time of the game, 2 hours and 27 minutes. The Green Knights and Buccaneers, thank you for attending this evening. As always, please drive home safely.
All right, so there you have it. St. Norbert takes game 2, 7-5, off the bat of Lucas Reynolds. 2-run home run. St. Norbert heads out to, I think, their student section. So Beloit took game 1, but St. Norbert redeems themselves with a game 2 win. They advance to 12-12. And even 500 overall on the season, 7-3 in conference play. Beloit falls to 10-13, 2-4 in conference play. Again, a winning pitcher. Yeah. Again, the winning pitcher, Sam Hunt. Losing pitcher, Jacob Sliger. Save goes to Carson Jakes. That will do it here from St. Norbert College. Thank you for tuning in all day. What a beautiful Saturday it was for baseball. We hope you enjoy your Easter. On behalf of Athletic Director Tim Bald and everybody here at St. Norbert, I'm Tony Giordano signing off. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.